And starts speeding toward a conclusion. Not too many games remain to be played here in Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Down. You 180. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. 93. 93. 182.
Carr now on first down. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now the first-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Carr. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Room here to run. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Josh Jacobs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Oh, the hurdle. Oh. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 23. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
We got 4. We got 4.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball.
And the Raiders have got him.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They will run it. It's McKissick. 9 yards on the gain there, so from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner, but where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
180. Check, 59. I'm here all day. Check 3. Big 20. Real right, 22.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Hey, I-7. Check, 59. Look at him.
Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taken in at the 11. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
Down. 185.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left.
4 down. Check. Fresno.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
40's Mike. Here we go, D. It's just me and you. Ready to run. It's just me and you.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Carr throwing the out route incomplete. It's Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter from Oakland. The homestanding Raiders with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Wide. Kill.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. 24th pick in the spring by Oakland was Josh Jacobs. Only rushed for 640 yards last year at Alabama, but when you consider the offensive depth chart they had, it makes it understandable. So young, won't turn 22 until February, and they're really hoping that the veteran presence of 30-year-old Doug Martin can be a guiding light for Jacobs. From the gun now on third down, Carr. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards the pickup there and also a first down.
First down.
The big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
10. Hey, zoom. 59 Mike. Check, 59. Watch the run. Mike's 59. Hey, easy. Watch the run. Omaha, ready, move.
Back to throw, Stafford. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hey. 59 Mike. Check, 59. I don't even know why this team. 22. 59.
Now Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33. They'll run with McKesson.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I got you, son. Hey, Charlie. 55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat.
Stafford now to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
What?
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it? Touchdowns.
Here we go. Double tight, guys, double tight. Alert.
You're mine.
Well, Mike 51.
In his own end zone, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. To throw from his end zone, Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. On the return, here's Agnew. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Lions will take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Here's McKissick. And this one's going to go the way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. They'll look to set up his blockers. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Steps away. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Kelvin Benjamin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, he's going to air one out. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. The Lions on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Hey, Orbit. 55.
The final shot before the break. Stanford going for the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. A gain there of 21 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 49. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Carr. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And Derek Carr just keeps improving. He can be dangerous not just inside the pocket, but as we see here, outside of it as well.
Kid born in California, played his high school ball in Texas, had quarterback written all over him. On first down, it's Jacobs. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
On second and 12, Carr. Strong grabs it over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jared Davis. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. The Raiders last year, they were 25th in the league in rushing, and a good reason why they used one of their 3 first-round picks on Jacobs for runs like we just saw. Jacobs was the first running back taken in this year's draft, 24th overall. That was actually the pick that was originally acquired from the Chicago Bears in that Khalil Mack trade. Carr completes it, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, he couldn't turn it into much more.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Hey, Mike 40, Mike 40. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
From midfield, here's Carr. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Agnew now to return. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Middle.
Here's Stafford. Over the middle, complete. That's James. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter.
260.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Stafford on 1st down. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 more on that one and another first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Seam 6.
Throwing again. Stafford. He's going to launch this thing way down. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Now Matt Prater for the point after. Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And Justin Coleman brings him down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw his car. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Now, check. 180. We're good.
On first down, it's Jacobs. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, we got 3 down.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Butt set. Kill. Express.
therapy after this.
Throwing his car on third down. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42. Like Antonio Brown, Tyrell Williams came to the Raiders in March. Came up the coast from L.A., where he caught 41 balls last year with the Chargers. His best year was 2016 when the Chargers were still in San Diego. Over 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns, and the Raiders really have high hopes for this 27-year-old receiver. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The intended receiver that time was Josh Jacobs. That'll bring up second down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
29.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Mike Daniels able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On third and long, it's Carr. He wants it all for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again. Stafford being chased out left. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Bravo.
Mike, check, 59.
Hey, easy. Hey, give me your radar.
Third and long, it's Stafford. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The product of Jersey City, Tahir Whitehead on the sack. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, Haywood.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, 59. Let's go, honey.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time it yields a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Once again, it's Jacobs. Despite a little sizzle on the move, he's still tackled shy of the 20. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
That's what I do. Raider 1. Express. Where's it?
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Taking it about the 36. Can't ask for much more than that. A 50-yard punt followed by a loss on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Gary and Conley. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Here we go. Single.
1, Raider 1.
Check. Hey, wahoo!
Tight end left.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. He's going to float this over the middle deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
To throw again on second down. Stafford, that's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. The Lions on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
55, right there in the middle, 55. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to go. Let's keep moving. Convert.
Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory, as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Raiders, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like 4th down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Delay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Time flies, had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. And we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Good to hear with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me, I am up. #1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a Sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Blow your mind.
Why you do that like that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back. The way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack my bad, but I'm past that. But a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she in. Why you do that like that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Lo, time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money, we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Pull both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver, but I'm still a hot boy. Cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a bosses. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Lo, time to bring the bass bird.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest. So I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my best
up and it's magic. One up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have.